Every case begins the same way. Someone crosses the line and asks us to clean up what follows. This time, the client already knows us. Before we continue, let's have a recap of Chapter 1, The Phantom Observer and the Golden Boy. Spring at Mary Elizabeth Royal Academy is all polished hallways and cherry blossoms, but beneath it, reputations rule everything. Joshua Chen, the Academy's golden boy, plays his role perfectly until the mask slips. Jack Knight watches from the shadows, noticing what others don't. And when the boys reach the Mystery Solvers Club room, they find someone waiting. Valerie Morgan, Student Council President. The room goes silent. Alice Beauregard, the Mystery Solvers Club President, spoke to break the silence. "We've been waiting," Alice says. "We have a client." Case number 1, The President's Admirer. Chapter 2, The Logic of the Room. Joshua finally managed to close the door, the click of the latch echoing in the sudden quiet. As we moved further into the room, the familiar faces of the Mystery Solvers Club came into focus, each occupying the designated territory like pieces on a chessboard. At the center of it all sat Alice Beauregard. She was ensconced in the president's chair, a high-backed Victorian armchair upholstered in fading emerald velvet that made her look even smaller and more dangerous than she actually was. The girl who possesses a mind like a razor and a social pedigree that could silence a ballroom. She had sharp, fox-like features and stormy gray eyes that always seemed to stay 2 to 3 moves ahead. Today, her arms are crossed, her gaze fixed on Valerie with a terrifying neutrality. But as I took my seat, I felt her eyes flick toward me. "You're both late," Alice said, her voice clipped. "Next time, I'll have Charlie haul your ass here." Charles Meister turned to us with a crooked smile. He's our club's vice president and heir to the Meister group of companies. Charlie, as Alice calls him, commanded respect and influence over the club and its activities that kept us from the Academy's radar. His face was like an alabaster statue of a Roman general or a Greek god, carved by a master mason, a mask of stoic indifference. His silence, a low, steady rumble that commanded respect without him ever having to raise his voice. Tucked behind our makeshift kitchen, preparing tea, watching the tension with feline amusement was Jasmine Clark. Jasmine was our information broker. She sat with a graceful diplomat daughter posture, her dark hair catching the spring sunlight. While Charles handled academic influence, Jasmine handled the social landscape. She understood the soft power of a rumor better than anyone I have ever met. She caught my eye and offered a knowing, mischievous smirk. Then there was Joshua Chen, the boy currently fumbling with his tie next to me. Our golden boy. The one person who could charm his way past any security, then transition into a silent shadow in under 10 seconds. Finally, there was me. My name is Jack Knight. Yes, I am aware of the irony of my name given the company I keep. But that's a story for another time. I'm the scholarship kid, the tech guy, the analyst. I'm primarily responsible for making sure this club does not collapse under the weight of our own egos. I'm the guy with perpetually messy hair, average looks, average build, pale skin, and glasses that refuse to stay on the bridge of my nose. The only thing that's special about me, that qualified me to become a member of this eccentric group, is my curse. The curse of observance, as I call it. I see and observe logic, pattern, and truth beyond what others can. Now, my prowess is about to be put to the test by our new client who is currently disturbing my quiet world. Now that the boys have stopped gawking, Alice said, her voice dropping an octave as she turned her full attention back to her cousin. "Ray Ray, suppose you can tell us why you're here?" Valerie flinched at the mention of her nickname. She looked at Alice, her silhouette framed by the long amber shadows of the afternoon sun, streaming through the windows. Her gaze shifted to me momentarily, a silent, intense plea for logic and reason. I felt a pull in my chest. a deep-seated instinct to protect her that bypassed my usual clinical detachment. "Thank you for seeing me, Ali," Valerie said softly. "I didn't know where else to go. I need your help." I felt Alice's gaze sharpen into a needle-like point. The air in the room was already beginning to freeze. And that Solvers is our Chapter 2. Why would the Student Council President come to the Mystery Solvers Club? What was her connection with Jack? And more importantly, what is this help that she needs? Leave a like and drop your theories in the comments. Chapter 3 reveals the first detail of Valerie's concerns. Subscribe to join the Mystery Solvers Club, because from here on out, every word matters.